Kept forgetting to post this story time because in my last spiel I was talking about how like all the men knew each other from this dating site that I was like kind of just like on there for entertainment. um and this is why. Okay, so I don't take love bombing seriously at all. As I've said, like, men will like go above and beyond saying all of these things to you and like not mean a single thing, or like, yeah, they think you're pretty but they're not, like, they like to like pretend that you're more of like a contender for like a serious relationship, whatever, than you actually are. Like, they do all this stuff, like they'll talk you up at, like, they'll talk you all the way up, and then boom, they're gone, you know what I mean, like that type of thing. So I don't believe anything that men say. Like, I literally do not believe that anything that men say. So I've had instances even where men have tried to love bomb me and like give me all these compliments, whatever, and I would just be sitting there like straight faced, and they would even comment to me like, oh, like, you don't like seem to care. Like, they would say like stuff like that to me. Like, you don't, like, they even like ask me like, do you not believe that you're pretty or whatever? Which I do think I'm attractive, but like, I don't know, like, on the scale, you know what I mean? And I don't really care also, unless I like, literally, like, my whole thing is like, unless I'm making money off of the way that I look, I do not care. And I don't think that, like, I don't know where I fall on the scale, honestly. So yeah, so guy just pulled up to next to me in this cute little Mercedes. I don't think he locked it. I didn't hear it, like, not that I was like looking to see if he locked it, because I'm not trying to take his car, but I don't think he locked it. Anyways, so this reminded me of the first catering company I worked for. And it was like my first catering thing ever. I also didn't have, like, before that I had like a retail background. I didn't like work in restaurants I didn't even like do basic restaurant stuff before that. I just like jumped into catering. So I was brand new, like brand new. And it was like catering to like Jewish venues. It was like Jewish stuff, like Jewish holidays, like Jewish weddings. It was like all of that good stuff. And there was this guy there, and me being brand new was crucial to this, because how men, like, predatory, especially the exceptionally predatory ones, like, latch on to the ones, like, if you don't know what you're doing, if you're in a situation, you don't know what you're doing, and you're, like, brand new, and you're just a girl, they try to take advantage of that. So I was at this catering agency, and I didn't even know, like, how to dress for it. Like, I was so brand new to it. They had to keep telling me how to do stuff, whatever, because I was super duper new. And this guy decides that, I think he might have even been, like, an immigrant from, like, Romania or something like that. He, like, tried to, like, at first he's, like, it seemed like he was trying to help me out, which I should have known better, because men never just try to help out. But at first it seemed like he was just trying to help me out and, like, tell me where things go, or he'd be like, oh, I'll put that back for you. Stuff like that, And then it became increasingly obvious that he was trying to, like, make some type of moves on me or whatever. And I was like, absolutely not. Like, I appreciate the help, I really do, but, like, I'm not doing that. So he did something. He didn't, like, blatantly say anything, but he, like, tried. I forget what he did. He might have tried to kiss me or something. I forget what, like, which is weird. Like, I forget what it was. And, number one, I wasn't interested. Number two, I was at work. And I had to be like, he tried to, like, I think he tried to, like, get, like, fit, because this happened so long ago. I think he tried to get, like, physically, like, way too close to me in a way that was, like, suggestive or whatever, like, that would imply that he was interested in me, whatever. And I did, like, one of these, like, I had to, like, cut him off, like, physically, be like, nope. Like, I, like, turned to him or something like that. And, like, very obviously rejecting whatever that was, and he, like, scattered off. And so he left me alone after that. But then what happened was another guy who worked at that catering place starts going up to me and being like, oh, do you need help with this? Let me show you around. Let me show you where this was, like, basically taking his role. Okay. And I was like, okay, like, I knew something was up. I was like, okay, so this guy disappears, like, input this guy, you know what I mean? Like, and I'm totally not like going around and looking for help or anything like that. I'm trying to figure things out on my own. I'm used to not getting help. Like, you know what I mean? Like, I'm used to, like, I think, like, part of the reason I'm so masculine, like, I've noticed I'm, like, kind of masculine. Part of the reason is because I've genuinely been treated like a dude. Like, if I get emotional about anything, it's treated like, oh, you're, like, over the top. Oh, you're, like, doing too much. Like, you know, like, those videos of, like, those grandpas with their sons, or not their grandsons, and, like, the grandson falls, and he's, like, a toddler, so he's, like, ah, and the grandpa is, like, that didn't hurt, get up. Like, that's how I've been treated. You know what I mean? Like, and if I get upset about something, it's like treated like I'm being too dramatic, or just get over it, or whatever. Like, people, like, you know what I mean? And I think, like, being treated like that, like, it kind of made me kind of act the way I do to this day. So, in ways. So, I'm used to, as I said, I'm used to not getting help. So I immediately have the mindset, like, I'll figure it out mindset. You know what I mean? So yeah, so this guy comes up to me, he's like, oh, I'll take this for you. And then he's like, oh, do you, like, he's like trying to get my number, that type of thing. Like, and it kind of got into, like, him, like, trying to ask me out on a date type of category. And I was like, this is really fishy, because that guy disappeared. In comes this guy. I'm used to not getting any help. Something is up. And it got to a point where, and how I figured out that the two were directly linked was, like, you know, you have to go, like, at those catering places, you have to, like, pick your stuff up, like, you're usually serving stuff or whatever, and, you know, you have to pick up your plate, your tray or whatever in the kitchen. So, like, while I was online at the kitchen, and this guy was, the new guy was, like, in front of me, kind of talking to me, and I was behind him, and then I look towards the door. The first guy who tried making a move on me was smiling, was staring directly at us, and had this giant ear-to-ear smile. Like, you could tell he put this new guy on by the way he was, like, looking at both of us, like, staring at both of us, like, it was so weird. You know what I mean? And I was like, and I kind of I had put the pieces together before, that there was a link there, but now I definitely knew. And that's what I was saying when I was talking about, like, the guys, how these guys, like, all know each other on this website. And this also goes into why, like, I don't take anything that men say to me seriously. Because, like, that guy was, like, a good actor. Like, had the timing not been so obvious, I might have thought that he genuinely liked me or whatever. And I wasn't trying to get with him anyway. Like, first of all, he was too young for me. Like, I felt like he was too young for me. And also, like, I just don't do that at work. Like, I don't. Like, I might, like, maybe, I don't know. I would never do it with my coworkers, I'll say that. Like, maybe if I was trying to get a promotion, I would, like, entertain, like, someone in a higher position. I would never do that with my coworkers. That's way too messy. So yeah, like, so yeah, especially not back then, you know? But yeah, like, that's why, like, you have to be, like, so wary with guys. Like, they don't, like, and this is why I don't believe, like, men have even commented to me, as I said before, as they were, like, trying to, like, love bomb me or whatever, that, like, I didn't, like, oh, it looks like you don't care, you know, because I don't, because I know that they just say a bunch of stuff, and it doesn't mean anything, you know. And that was, like, a good example of that. Like, that guy, like, literally, that was a setup. And the other guy, too, before him, was so, like, he was so, like, aggressive about, like, trying to get with me. It got to a point, and then the second he was rejected, he turned around and gave me someone else, which shows that he wasn't that interested in the first place, if you're, like, trying to set me up with someone else right after you, you know. And it looked like he was interested, but the second I rejected him, he actually put another dude in his place, which means he was never that interested in the first place. And that's how they be making it look. They make it look like they're so into you, and they're not. You know, and I don't get my feelings hurt about it or anything. I get annoyed. Like, I don't like it when people lie, like, in general, you know. So that part of it kind of bothers me. I'm like, I don't like, you know what I mean? The guy with the Mercedes is coming back. I have to wrap this up. But yeah, that's what I wanted to say.